Alright, so we got another program further expanding upon our last two. This time, we're overloading methods. And a quick explanation of how overloading methods is going to be useful. Well, an overloaded constructor or constructor method is useful to assign default values to member variables when an object is created without passing values to the constructor or our original constructor, if you want to say it like that. So, here, or not in the main program, excuse me, we're going to go up here, and we're going to go ahead and put some code, a big chunk of code actually. Let me go ahead and get my... Okay, so this is all old code right here. This is simply the class that we made, all of that, constructor and destructor all in there, and then the original constructor block right here. Cool. And oh, let's get some more of the old stuff here. Gotta get that right. The destructor, of course. Okay, so alright, so here's one of the new things here. So, whoops. Here, I did modify the class a little bit by adding this here. This is called the default constructor method. And right below that is going to be the overloaded constructor method prototype. As you remember or recall from overloading functions, this is the same name as this, but it takes different data types and different amounts, thus being overloaded. Okay. And down here is the definition block for the default constructor method. Basically, we just gave age equals 1, weight equals 2, color equals black. When you don't assign any arguments in there, it's considered the default. Then next up, we're going to go ahead and get this out here. This is the definition block for the overloaded constructor method. So we got integer age and integer weight, and then we threw in a different color called white here. So yep, this all looks familiar. We're just using some more of those this class pointers, and that's basically syntax for that. In our main method, I'm going to go ahead and put some code here. So this is a lot of our old code. If we run it real fast, it'll look like this. The 3 Fido sentences, the woof, and then the pooch sentence. And of course the 2 objects get destroyed. Alright. So, what we have here is, I'm going to go ahead and do something that looks like this. So here we are calling the default constructor. So this is the dog object without passing any arguments. And for couts, we're doing a string, and then we're doing the getters. And we're also got a new bark going on, where now he'll say grr. Okay. Oh, and the reason for that is just when I saw that, I should have went up here. So here, this is also new. We got another bark right here, where it inputs the string, which we name noise, and then it'll output the noise. And in this case, it's going to be grr. So yeah, just caught that, but that explains why this new grr or this new bark works. Anyways, even though I'm all over the place, I think everything is starting to make sense though. So right here, we got the dog object passing 2 arguments, calling the overloaded constructor. Okay. And in this case, it's gonna pass 2 into age, 6 into weight. We're gonna get the getters, and it's gonna use the new bark right here, where it takes an argument. And yeah, let's go ahead and run it. Alright, so the 2 additional sentences, as well as the 2 different dogs. We got Rex, who is a 1-year-old black dog who weighs 2 pounds, and grr is apparently how he barks. And then we got Sammy right here, who is a 2-year-old white dog who weighs 6 pounds, and this one does the bow wow noise. Cool. And if I click here, you saw 4 objects all destroyed. Now, one thing you want to watch out for is you don't want to do something that looks like this. If you do that, see, it's going to take 1, it'll take white, it'll take 2. You want to have the same, you want to align the variable names and not assign it to a fixed value. And then we'll get the code that we want. So there, it takes the arguments, calling the overload constructor. Here we call the default constructor, which is just very basic looking code right there. And yeah, that's it for this program, I guess.